Today, a reader. Tomorrow, a leader. The Daddy Bag of Books is available at daddyandcompany.com.
Welcome to My Life as a Dad. Today's guest is Doug Gertner, a book author, but more importantly, dad. Let me have your piece of advice. I want two different time periods.
Okay.
Because you're an experienced dad. So go back in time, and a lot of people watching the show are going to be younger kids or their parents or their wife who are going to encourage them to watch the show.
Yes.
And so you got the 19-year-old kid, and he has a new baby, and he's afraid. He doesn't know what to do. What's your one piece of advice? If you're only going to do one thing, do this.
It's really about making the commitment from the start and being there almost to the point where you have to self-advocate and make sure that you jump in before mom. Change the first diaper and as many as you can afterwards. I mean, truly, you become the diaper daddy and you become the one who teaches mom from there. And make that commitment. At that age, at 19, that guy may still be in school, and I would say school will wait, or you can take a little longer to get through school. Or they may say, hey, we want you back at work, and mom's saying, you know what, I can do this, you go back to work. I never missed an opportunity to jump in and step up and say, the only way to really be the kind of dad that I want to be, and to this day, it's proving that I think I made the right decision, is to insist. And I put some things on hold, to be sure, and I would encourage a young dad the same. They'll be there. I'm a fan of live music. People love to go out and do what they've always done. Those things will be there, but your child will only be this age once. And so
Right.
I'd say, advocate for yourself and discipline yourself and make yourself just get in there and do it all, because the fact that you can makes all the difference, both to your child and to your partner.
If you could give your top 2 or top 3, now that you're an experienced dad with a 15-year-old, and of course you've got another decade, you'll be another level of experience, but what would be your parenting philosophies for yourself?
They start school at a very early age, and I like to say that their school is your school. And to me, being a father and having a presence at my son's school would be one of the places that I really encourage people. And again, it's not always easy. School has been oftentimes mom's domain, especially in the earlier grades. You're hard-pressed to find that many male teachers, male role models around the school. And so they actually welcome and love having dads around, and yet a lot of dads don't feel comfortable going in there. And again, that's where, just like I would tell the 19-year-old, I would tell the father of a school-age child to be your own advocate and make sure that you don't get turned away or sort of put on the shelf where the school is concerned. Go to every one of those parent-teacher conferences, rearrange your schedule and make sure you're there. And if you find, as sometimes is true, that the teacher doesn't look you in the eye, seems to be talking to mom from preschool right on up, make sure that you get to be part of the conversation and insist on it. Their school is your school, and there's so many ways to be involved. I mean, yeah, they sometimes will call the dads, we have some heavy lifting to do, or could you build something? Sure, we can do that.
Right.
But how about, I go into the school cafeteria when they're asking for volunteers, and I serve up. I play a role on the PTA just to make the point that I have something to add, and it's not supposed to be strictly moms in this role. And sometimes there's, I'm getting it from both directions, because the moms are like, hold on, you're usurping our world. And the dads are like, hey, don't betray us on this one. We got it good.
Right.
And neither of you, I think, are as right as moms and dads working together in the school. So that's one piece that I have, is get involved in their school.
How do you want him to remember you as a dad?
I think I don't have a choice. That, because of really embodying the Grateful Dad, in some way, shape, or form, he's always going to know that. There's a little self-consciousness, there's a lot of self-consciousness as a teen, and so I'm not sure when his friends say, oh, your dad's the Grateful Dad, what does that mean? That he might not just shrug it off. But I think my legacy with my son will be that he knows that I was grateful from the moment I knew he was coming till the moment he got here, until, you know, any chance we had to be together, and even when we're apart, he knows that he's loved and I'm grateful. And so I think my legacy, and I'll be remembered by him as the Grateful Dad. And that's good, because that's really who I am, you know, out there in the world. And it would be some kind of a disconnect and probably somehow insincere or even hypocritical if I didn't have a great relationship with my son.
Aren't you just so proud to be the dad?
My life as a dad.
Any man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be the daddy. Please join us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. If you have a favorite celebrity or athlete dad that you'd like to see on the show, please give us a comment below. Sponsored by Daddy & Company, the perfect gifts for dad. Get 15% off your next purchase at daddyandcompany.com using promo code MLAAD15.